You're listening to the You Don't Know Me Yet podcast network.
This is a Daydreamers podcast, and we are the Daydreamers. I am Erin with no lipstick on.
I'm K'Shana.
And a Daydreamers podcast is a reminder to do what makes you happy.
We're going to take a tiny lip gloss break.
K'Shana brought me something. She brought me and Zipporah, because you know it's going to end up me and Zipporah.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about it.
If you in Monroe, if you remember on 165, that hair store that used to be Lux.
It's called Royal Roots something.
And it has a purple canopy now
Yes.
instead of red.
Everything is purple, and it is black owned. So I think, I don't have the stats on this, but we live here, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be the only black owned beauty supply shop here, if not the first, because I don't ever recall. I don't ever recall that. I thought that would be a cute color. It is. It worked out.
Oh, it's like a
It's pigmented. That's very spring.
You know, I've always wanted to do the orange coral lipstick. I just never thought it looked good on me.
You just got to do a liner. You can do anything with a liner.
I just didn't think the color was good, because this one girl I went to college with, and I follow her on social.
Mm-hmm.
She's real fashionable. I think she's really fly, and she's a really cool chick. But she always does like the orange coral lipstick, and I'm just like, it's so pretty.
Just do
you.
it and just find. I think it's just a matter of finding the right liner.
Right.
Oh,
You
know,
well,
that's like
the right color.
Yeah, and that too. Like finding the right color, and then like also like the right liner. Like for me, and it's cute on people. I'm not saying that it wouldn't be cute on me, but I like to stick to a blue base red. First of all, like look at my teeth. Like, are you
really
joking?
white?
Yeah, it's because they're white in general, but like a blue base red will pop. And I've been drinking coffee, and it's time for me to whiten. And it's like a red, but it has blue in it.
Well, I mean, I get that. I'm just trying to, like, I wear like a bloodshot red lipstick. Is that a blue base red?
Is it blue base? I don't know. I have to see it.
Oh, okay.
Like it will have to be, because this is just ruby woo. I just have a liner, so that's what makes it look different.
Oh, see, like I like a red of all colors. I'm a fire engine red type of chick.
I like that.
That's what I am.
But I don't like an orange base red. Like I like a blue base.
So I think I'm more blue base too, but I'm not opposed to, because sometimes I want to be a little fiery with my red. So I will get a little more like orangey in my reds.
And I like a certain type of purple. I know you love a purple.
I do. I got purple.
Erin loves a purple.
Like a what's the girl off Willy Wonka? Violet.
Yes, a violet.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a fuchsia, like a, not a fashion fair. What's the fashion? The black one in Black Radiance in Walmart. Like, you know how they have like the fuchsia gold, like, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
You are auntie. I
don't wear pink lipstick. I don't know.
It's in pink, but you know the brand I'm talking about.
I know the brand.
Oh, okay.
I know the brand.
Well, then if you know the type of fuchsias and stuff they have is real auntie like.
Well, here's like, because don't take my auntie card, because I got it, because I got on black lip liner and red lipstick. Shout out to Auntie Pat.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Let
before.
me tell you something, because it's a way to do it. You got to blend it. So
I tried because it didn't work for me,
harsh.
and I was like, I'm not doing this right.
Like you gotta blend it. And I have a deep red or whatever I could have used with it, but I'm like, I want to do black.
Okay, but what did you do to make yourself happy other than shop at this all black beauty store that's on the white side of town? Huh?
I mean, is it though?
I mean, technically, the north side is.
That's not north. That's mid.
This is the north side.
This is the north side. Where that is midway
to the north.
Yeah,
it's on the way to.
I mean, it's not mid. Isn't like that shit mid.
But
it's like mid, like it's in the middle.
You don't find black beauty supply stores
because it's like a hood right behind
it. Owned by them on this side of town. You only see them in specific.
First of all,
areas.
you don't see beauty supply stores in a certain
on this
part
side of town.
Right.
Exactly.
You don't.
Exactly.
Not even a Sally's. Like even
Sally's over there by the mall.
Yeah, it's far.
Right. You're absolutely right.
I did that. Yeah, that's what I did to make me happy. I'm trying to. I don't know, girl.
Well, I.
Oh, I do know. Go
okay,
ahead.
never mind. No, just go right on ahead.
Why did you freak?
Because you caught me. Just go right on ahead. Just go ahead and do what you did.
I flew a kite. Sweet. Oh my God. We went and flew freaking kites.
Who's we? Because I wasn't there. Look at me being messy. Who's we, bitch? It wasn't me.
Mr. Trumpet. Mr. Trumpet and I. Wait, look, we gonna go. Because the poor is gonna freaking love it. Mm-hmm. So we went.
They don't know that I call him that. I always call him partner on the show.
Well, yeah, my partner and I.
Partner is also Mr. Trumpet. It's giving very Mr. Big vibes, but not the asshole.
Right. So my partner and I, we went to the river because we just went because it's like, it's cool. It's cool. This is what we do right here. We got a river. You go. It's a view. It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Just get a blanket.
And it was just nice,
Get some tea. They probably drink tea. I'm drinking wine or something.
Now, he bought these kites for us a long, long time ago, and we just never used it. He did, and he was like, keep them in your trunk. And, and I forgot they were in there. Mm-hmm. And he was going in the trunk to get the blanket out or something, or the chairs, something. And he was like, kites. And I was like, and it was windy. Now, mind y'all, I have never successfully flown a kite before. That day we became kitesmen. I don't even know if that's a real thing, but we came up with a term where we're professional kitesmen now. Yeah, it was awesome. Not only did we fly, we didn't fly them a little bit. No, that was up there. I'm talking running out of string high. It was awesome. And I am a professional kite person now. And there may or may not be kites in my Amazon cart. Complicated, complex, giant kites.
My mom and I used to fly kites.
Really? See, we never did that. I always wanted to.
My mom and I did that.
I had one, but I you kid, you have shit, you fuck it up. You don't use it the right way.
Mama did. We would go. We stayed next to a college campus, and so we would go out there on their soccer fields or whatever.
Aww.
And me and my mama.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We never had that. Oh, okay. Also, still with the kites, I went to my parents' house and I flew kites with my stepfather. Okay. In the yard, and I have footage of him.
Is that
running.
A thing?
Yep, he was running around.
Okay.
In a circle, laughing.
Is it y'all hanging out together? That's a thing, or just him not being his regular stepdad self and
it's
having
funny.
fun? Okay.
It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun for him. You could tell he had fun. So
that's nice.
And it was fun. It was something fun to do. Mm-hmm. I tried to get Mama to hold it. She didn't want to hold it.
Right. but she was out there too.
Yeah, she was just okay, I don't know what this is, but yeah. For the new people, my mother has dementia, so. She's like, it's a pretty day though, so I'm gonna just stand here and watch y'all do this weird thing that I don't understand. Right? She's just like, okay.
Well, that's nice, K'Shana. You and your kite. Me and Zipporah need to fly a kite.
Yes,
we do. So what I did to make myself happy, one of the things is get my henna brows.
And they look good.
Thank you, Niecy. She be hooking the henna brows up, and I just love it because I just don't want to walk around looking like crap all the time. I say crap, but okay. I just want to look. I don't have to wear makeup. I'm always gonna have a lip.
No one has.
I'm always gonna wear a lip. That's happening. And since the pandemic, I don't wear earrings no more because they got in the way. But it was always a lip and a big earring. But I just want to look done without actually being done. Does that make sense? So I just want to get up and go. So the henna brows, I don't know how to do makeup, eyebrow makeup and stuff. I don't know how to do that. So I'm just gonna put that in my budget. It's $35 for me to get my henna brows, and I put that in my budget. It has to happen every 2 weeks, and she makes it dark enough for it to last the 2 weeks. So yeah, Niecy and y'all please look on my social at Love Erin AD for Niecy. She's in Monroe. She's a really cool chick. Been knowing her since ULM days. And she definitely hooked your girl up. So
shout out to the black owned businesses.
Okay. Okay. What else did I do to make myself happy? I did a couple things, but that's really that's the thing that's really popping out. Because we haven't recorded in a while, y'all. We've been taking hella breaks.
She been gone. I've been gone.
I've been tired. She been tired.
School is still a thing.
I've been sick. All last week I was sick, and nobody knows what. It definitely was a virus.
It was something.
It was a virus. That's all I know. And I was out from Friday. I left work Friday at 11:30, and I came back to work the following Friday. And I was out. But I started shaking back Thursday. I got a steroid shot. I finally was able to go to my doctor versus urgent care.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to urgent care only because I thought it was like, oh, they're going to test me and see that it's the flu. Because I'm like, I've had the flu in November. This is kind of what I felt like. Even though I already had the shot. That's why I'm still functional, but still feel bad, but I'm functional or whatever. So I'm just like, I'm going to go to urgent care. I ain't finna sit up here and just trying to like make an appointment with my doctor or whatever. But they tested me. They were like, well, since I started showing symptoms that morning, and it's now like noon, it's too soon for the virus to be shedding to figure out what it is and stuff. You know, to get enough antibodies. Well, is it antibodies? Whatever.
Girl,
enough to sample.
I love the way you thought I knew because I should.
Well, whatever.
The
virus has not shedded enough for it to show up in a test.
Miss, I majored in biology.
So,
what?
yeah. But anyway, I shook back Thursday, and I'm happy I did because I was able to take my baby to the parade this weekend. I was supposed to be in the parade. Zipporah's dance group had a float in the parade, and then Gracie, my girlfriend Gracie, always has a float for her. Her partner passed away. Going on 3 years now. Ooh. So yeah, and he was like a really.
It's been that long.
Yeah, because I want to say I didn't have Zipporah.
I
didn't have her yet. So it was like the year before. He died the same day Kobe Bryant passed away. Yeah. So anyway, I know you don't know sports and things, but
don't. Yeah. Okay. I just want that to be real live footage. How Erin just tried to play me.
I didn't
know who Kobe Bryant is.
I'm not saying you didn't know who he was, okay. But I don't know if that day is marked in history for you. Because we're a Kobe Bryant household, so that day is marked in history for us.
That's cool.
So I can feel it in the air when that's because it's that day. It's for us anyway. But yeah, cool. It's been like 30 years. Anyway, she always has a float because he was like a really big known name guy in Monroe and stuff. So like I'm normally on her float, which is a really good time because they ratchet. So I had my good black ass ratchet time on that float. But this year I was just like I got up and I was like I'm tired, so I went back to sleep, and I woke up at the time we were supposed to be meet up for the float and stuff. And so I was just like, I texted her, I was like, look, I'm not gonna make it. And I'm not going to stress myself out or whatever. But I was like, I'm not going to make it. I'm still tired. And my body is still,
Shout out to listening to your body.
Yes.
And not pushing yourself.
Okay. Because I would have.
Because when you're in recovery from like being sick and stuff, if you're not really careful and you're not listening to your body, you can go back to being sick.
So like I wasn't sick anymore, but like my body was still tired, I guess. So I was like, I'm not finna rush myself and stress myself to do my hair, do Zipporah's hair, get us dressed, get over there, get the t-shirts. I'm not doing that.
And if you're a local, let's talk about the sheer amount of candy that's left in the streets. I saw somebody post about it. And there was like, it's $3.2 million worth of fruities and chews left on Desire.
We got some on our kitchen table.
And I was driving down the street after the parade, and I noticed, I was like, this can't be candy wrappers. And I was like, as the tires rolled over, I was like, this is just copious amounts of candy. I was like, did nobody get this candy? Don't nobody like fruities?
Girl, yeah.
Is that old people candy now? Is that the strawberry candy that was in the purse now? Is that our fruities the new? Because
I don't indulge in the fruities and candies that often, but like days when we have
parade candy, it's specific candy that you get at this parade though.
Right.
So like it's those in the chews that are specific to the Black History Parade. Like if you get anything outside of it, you're blessed. Okay? Because
and normally I bless people because I feel like everybody has that candy. So when I'm on a float, I'm getting a good couple of boxes of different good candy. I'm not saying fruities isn't good.
No, I need you talking about like chocolate or something.
Just a little, like a chocolate the sour balls. Gum. That's gum. I get stuff like that. I did say I wanted to throw fire. I wanted to throw hula hoops one year. I'm gonna throw hula hoops one year.
A lemon head.
I get stuff like that.
A chewy fruit. Lemon head and friends.
See, I get stuff like that because that's not your normal parade candy.
It's not.
So I get, because everybody gonna have that. I get Buku bubble gum, the pink double bubble.
They do, but
it
be hard.
But it's still.
I remember
it. It's still good though. It's still good. It's still good for 5 minutes.
They get it right about 5 minutes,
and then you spit it out.
By the time you get it soft, it's like, okay, well, that was fun.
Right,
the flavor's gone.
It's gone. But I get a lot of the good candy. But I did say one year I wanted to throw. I get like the straws, even the full packs of straws.
Yeah, they used to do like the pixie sticks.
No, I'm not talking about pixie sticks. I'm talking about the sour straws.
Oh,
that you buy at like the candy school.
Oh,
at this after school at the candy store.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did stuff like that. But the other thing is, I said I wanted to throw hula hoops one year. If I see a bad little chick out there doing her thing on the parade route, I'm gonna be like, boom. I did that the other year with the
you
sour
should decorate
patch straw.
them. Should spray paint them or something.
Ooh, fine glitter. But this is the thing. Like I did that when I had the big packs, my specialty candy, the big packs of sour straws and stuff like that. If I saw a girl out there that I felt like was vibing, I was like, hey, I pointed her out and I was like, boom, get you this big old Willy Wonka bar because you're giving on this parade route. So I'm gonna do that with hula hoops. I'm doing it.
They said the parade was like really big this year. It was a 3-hour long parade, had a lot of participants, which is awesome.
I was looking at Gracie's story and a train stopped them at one point.
I'm wondering what the Juneteenth parade is going to look like.
So K'Shana has a fabulous idea.
Don't announce it yet.
Oh, okay.
Don't announce it yet. I just wonder why I'm doing like this, like I got lashes or something. But yeah, they said it was a really good, like it was a lot longer and a lot more people participated, which is always awesome. A lot more businesses. We have a lot of new Black-owned businesses here. Just in the last couple of years, which is always awesome, and it's nice to see them come out and support things. Because I think who sponsors it? I think it's like the Renaissance program. I'm not sure what else they do outside of the Black History Parade, but either way, it's still good. We appreciate the parade. Yeah, if you're local and you know more about that organization, I would like to know more about the organization. So like leave a comment or something, or hit us up because I just kind of want to know what else they do. Yeah, because it's an important part of our local culture for Black people. So, yeah. Also, it's not really anything that like made us happy or whatever, but BCC in L. Yes. We the interview was conducted by Visit Monroe, West Monroe, and we did great, I think. We had a lot of views. The video turned out really awesome. We were able to talk about the organization as well as like the inception of it, as well as the current and future exhibits that we plan to have in the gallery that we are renting at this time. And also just some of the programming and goals and things that we have. Is awesome to be able to be on a platform like that and share what it is that we do so more people can know about it. Right. And once again, BCC&L is our nonprofit that we started with our other Black creative friends, Black Creative Circle of North Louisiana. So it's like a really big deal for like Monroe, for Visit Monroe, West Monroe to like highlight us. Because like you go, when you're trying to figure out things to do, you're trying to plan a trip or something like that, a tourist attraction in Monroe, West Monroe, Louisiana, that's the website you go to. And there we are. So that's always exciting, of course. We've been featured a lot lately, though, because a lot of people have been like, I've been seeing you all over the news. And I'm like, well, I haven't seen me. But so I had to do news for work purposes, and it was unexpected, but I did a great job. But speaking of that, so that I already had that idea prior to that, but that and then that interview and then other stuff had like inspired me or pushed me to go ahead and go to a Toastmasters meeting. Oh yeah, I did that too. Yeah, I did it before you went. So like I did the virtual. I enjoyed myself. I did the virtual meeting this week and it was awesome. So one of our BCC members, and ex-Zumba classmate for me, had been pushing like, hey, you should do Toastmasters. You should do Toastmasters. You should do. And then we also serve on another board together. She's like, you should. Every time I see, she's like, you should really come to the Toastmasters. And so she had been saying that for like 2 years or something like that. And so finally, I just so y'all know, if y'all ever attend a meeting or whatever location you're in, you probably gonna have to talk the first meeting. I wasn't ready. I didn't know. I was not ready, and I felt like I did terrible. But apparently, I didn't do as bad as I thought I would. I don't know. Yeah. I know it could have been way better. But
I went to. I forgot that's something I did do that made myself happy and that I needed because I am doing a lot more with all the things I've been doing for BCCNL, and then also with my job. My boss had been out of pocket. He was sick, had some family stuff going on, so there were a lot of speaking engagements that I had to do in his absence, which is fine, but I did not feel prepared. Like, I can speak publicly about all the things that I do and in my natural setting, which is like behind my microphone, but speaking for like this agency that I work on and different things that we do, like I still was uncomfortable with it. And although my boss was not tripping off my, off
it's
my
the thing
performance,
is, like,
and
they think
our big boss,
they think we do well. They think we do well because I got complimented as well, but I don't like the way I perform,
like
and I get that. Like,
I
know I could do better.
Exactly.
So I would like to do better.
Right. And so I'm speaking for this agency. I am the communications person for our nonprofit, and so I can't. It's one thing if I'm talking casually to people about this, but when I'm on the news, I'm being interviewed. I don't want to be in that, and I'm moving my head like this, and even though it's not bad,
you want to have proper body language and learn how to be learn how to be succinct and get your point. Like, that's
right,
your point.
Exactly.
Like,
so I need to. I mean, my mother has taught me well. It's not like my mama did not teach me. Like, she taught me well, but I need to be refined.
There's a difference between good parenting and media training, though.
Yeah.
So, like, you can't really.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying that, like, it wasn't like there was no type of public speaking teaching in my house because of who my mom is.
That
but
we actually were provided media training.
I actually, like I said, if I were to ever teach in high school or middle school, I wanted to teach speech and communication and things. So, like, I really do. Maybe at some point, like BCCNL and like possibly Toastmasters, like, partner up and get something going for students.
Well, you have to give speeches.
You do
for Toastmasters, and that's outside of Toastmasters. So that and you have to give different types like of presentations is also a part of it. So that could be
something.
Your required,
I don't know what it looks like, but
it could be part of your required lessons because they're like, how that works, and like there are different lessons or whatever and different things you do to get to your next whatever, and presentations are a part of it. So you could use that.
Okay. Because so my friend Monique in Lafayette, she teaches improv. She teaches her skill, her trade. So I was like, if I ever taught in schools, like, I don't want to teach math. I want to teach, I don't know, radio, something that
even an improv class is like awesome to have that skill set of thinking on your feet.
Yes, and I also said I've always wanted to take, but I want her or her improv group to teach. I want to go to one of their classes, and whenever they had one for a beginner or someone who's just interested, it was always like during the week. I never was able to go. So I'd rather get it from her or get it from her specific group. But anyway, I was like, I always want to do something like that. But like, I wanted to teach something that I know or that I'm interested in. So I would like to do something like that. Maybe that's something I can cook up. I don't know what it'll look like, but
I think everybody at some point,
cook that up.
No matter what your line of work is, should take like a public speaking class or something, or like at least look it up on YouTube or something, just so because you never know, you never know. Like, even if you own your own business and things like that, you never know, you might get spotlighted.
You're gonna have to speak for yourself.
Somebody may want to interview you, or you want to make sure that you're able to speak succinctly and intelligently about. Now, we can't help you if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Now, that's your fault. Like, study. Like, you should know what you're talking about. But as far as the way that you present and things like that, and different, like, we doing a podcast is different than getting an interview done or whatever. Like, we cussing and shit. Like, so it's and different.
Like, the president of Toastmasters has actually been a guest on this show, and so I was just talking to her more about like why I'm here, and also what inspired me to do it was my cousin Christina. Yeah, she's been on the show before. I think it was the episode I had right before I went into labor. She was on that. It was her and Misty.
I'm trying to remember.
You know her, but
not her.
Oh, the episode.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember.
But my cousin Candy, her name is Mary. That's the one I said be on the ambulance.
On the what?
Be on the. She's a social worker that be on the ambulance with people and stuff. And it's just like, girl, this man finna jump off a building. I'm gonna call you right back. She does Toastmasters, and so she's been talking about it throughout the years and stuff, just loosely. And so I was always like, oh, I need to do that because of what I do or whatever. And now it came. So I told her that. Like, I'm at my first Toastmasters meeting. She was like, I had no idea you were interested. I was like, well, I told you, like, you inspired me, and there's no me without you. So kudos to you, bitch.
I
love you, cousin.
Once, they included presentations. That's just something I really didn't think about. I was like, girl, I get presentations, several presentations a month.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, at minimum, a minimum of 3 presentations per month. No, 5. Like, and I just didn't. You don't think about stuff sometimes. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just whatever. I have to go talk to a class this week about some things.
What you gonna do? Maybe I can
stuff
go.
and things.
Maybe I can go.
We can talk about that later.
Yeah, we can. Okay, so is your head in the clouds about anything?
Not that, whatever that was.
My head is always in the clouds. It's so much, and it's not rooted yet because it's still so raw. It's still so raw right now. So what's got my head in the clouds isn't rooted. So it's not to be talked about publicly just yet.
Well, I'm over here fighting for my life. I just took 3 ibuprofen, but that's got my head in the clouds because I don't know why I got to be like this.
Why?
That's all I'm saying. It really, I don't understand. Yeah, because I just feel like that could be done in a different way. I just feel like that, you know, in the creation and the putting together of things of anatomy and physiology, I just feel like if anything could be done, because anything could be done, right?
Right.
We have a beautiful and delicate system, right? As human beings, no matter what your gender is, it's beautiful and delicate how we come to be here and things and procreate and all of that. I just think maybe there could have been some things that did it take. I guess I ain't gonna say it could have been better. My thing is like, but did it have to be all this? This is my thing. But does it really have to be all this?
Mm-hmm.
Does it really? Do my back got to hurt?
Does it?
Like, I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
I get it.
Do I want to like? Do I have to like want to punch the air and people? Like, would at least I can. You know, understand and like recognize when I'm irrationally irritable, and it's not even necessarily irrational. It's just I understand why.
Yep.
But yeah, I just don't believe in my heart that it got to be all it,
and it don't.
but yet it is.
But why?
So anyway, yeah, that's what's every month. That's what has my head in the clouds.
Girl,
like,
when I was
like
sick,
it's new.
I was
like
right.
it's new.
When I was sick this past week, I was just like, "Ooh, don't let this shit be some leading up to my cycle or something. I have to go through this hell
you don't
every
know.
month." I'm like, "Am I gonna be out with like flu-like symptoms?" And then I was like, "Oh no, that's not it."
And it's like you don't know. It's like your back hurt. Well, for me, it's like at some points I'm like my back hurts, my stomach hurts, but it also feels like I need to throw up, and I don't know what's going on.
Why am I
like
nauseous?
It's right because why am I nauseous?
Why have I been nauseous?
Why am I nauseous?
And I'm not pregnant.
Definitely not.
Why
we
am
know
I queasy
this
in the morning.
What is this about?
What? Girl, I feel you. Cause
And why do my back hurt like this? I don't understand. And the symptoms are not always consistent.
No.
That's the thing. Now the date, that's consistent, but the symptoms are not always consistent. So you don't really know, and like until you get off work at 4:30 and go home and lay in the bed in your street clothes on top of the covers, and you wake up and it's 3:00 in the morning,
or to that thing hit, and you be like, "Oh,
that's
why I was acting like that last week."
That's why I was crying.
I knew I wasn't no weak ass. I knew I wasn't tripping. I knew this wouldn't. Why is this bothering me? I don't even care about these people or that person or this situation. Like, why? That's why.
That's what it was. And it's like it's new every time. Like we ain't been doing this
and you
since
don't
we was
realize
like
what's going on. And then
13, 14.
You can't go into work and be like, "Hey, I'm sorry for last week, y'all." In the board meeting, in the staff meeting.
No.
Hey, I'm sorry for last week. I started my period today. So when I cussed you out, Karen, my bad.
Well, we know there are really things, and I think maybe we should have an episode with a professional in that area. There's so many things that are around it, and some of that are like real conditions. Is more than just PMS.
Oh yeah,
like there's like there are different types of diagnoses. It's beyond it.
Go undiagnosed because I mean,
especially black women, because we don't feel pain.
That's one of the things that I said that has not been rooted yet, that I can't speak on right now because it's too real, it's too raw. But it's like
I think we touched on this in like another episode when we talked about Henrietta Lacks and like just black women in the medical industry and how our bodies
we just barely touched it because
our bodies are used for all the research from gynecology,
like,
but yet we're the ones dying at a
simple things like not using anesthesia for our procedures.
Or anyone's really like, let's just take it way back. And like, so many mothers in general were dying after giving birth because them niggas wasn't washing their fucking hands. They were handling dead people and then giving birth. This is like medieval times. That's why I said way back.
Oh, okay. Well, when you say way back, I'm thinking like the 60s.
Until Mr. Lister, if that sounds familiar,
like
how we got Listerine. He made a antiseptic that was used to then wash, disinfect. And cut the death rates down, because you can't be moving dead bodies that are decaying and then be like, oh, just take babies out. It's not the way, you filthy animal.
How do you know all this?
I majored in everything at some point.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. And here I am, just knowledge,
just
for
the knowledge,
for,
just know
for
stuff.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
I'm smart in real life, y'all, but I am not. I just be knowing stuff. I like this lighting.
Do you? Because I want to turn this light on right here so bad.
It's giving jazz club or something.
I want to turn the light on so bad. It's killing me.
I feel grown. No, it just don't feel like this is an R&B podcast.
It's the shadow is just killing me.
No,
but I mean that's how we can leave it. It's just I just want to hit this. Right here.
Move it over to you if you want. Like, is that better? Like, if we do this? I know y'all don't know what we talking about.
And this is actually broke.
It is. Y'all can tell now because it's not.
Because it's supposed to be right. It's supposed to be over here.
It looks like we finna do spoken word.
I did write a poem.
Love me and leave me. That's the story of my life. But it won't happen again. See, because I got myself a butcher's knife.
Okay.
The next man to love me and leave me so quick. I'm going to cut off his... I'm just playing.
Yes. That's right.
That's an iconic black movie.
And that's... What?
Whoa. Do you never seen Don't Be a Menace?
To Society?
While drinking your juice. It's like a spoof
I know
movie.
what you're talking about, but no, I never watched it in its entirety.
You should watch it. You'll like it.
Okay.
You probably won't like it now in this context, in this time of adulthood. Yeah. But it was funny when we were younger.
Okay. Yeah, I never saw it in its entirety. Yeah, no.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, so what are we talking about? K'Shana's producing this show today, people.
Okay, yeah, awesome. So hello, people. This is my producer voice. Yeah, because I can speak clearly and have things to say. So today I wanted to talk about multifacetedness. So we often see these posts. Okay, I'm gonna stop. But we see these posts like on social media or whatever, and it's like, oh yeah, what kind of person or like what music are you listening to? Like she either listens to Lauryn Hill or Megan Thee Stallion or City Girl. That's the point. So
depends on how I'm feeling the day of the week.
And you know how we have this saying, and by we I mean like folks, like just people. We got this saying, it's like, well, two things can be true at the same time. Well, really like 5 or 6, 7 things can be true at the same time, right? Mm-hmm. We are not, black women are not a monolith. We are all different. So what I like, Erin might not like, and what Erin might like, I might not like, and whatever. One person, I just really like it. I know it's annoying to you, but I just really like it.
That's fine. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, that's fine.
She annoyed, but like,
no, it's fine.
So I kind of wanted to just.
What's getting me is that like you never seem to. You're not as much on camera as I want you to be. I want you to be more closer to me. That's what's really getting me. Hi. Thank you.
Let me move my mic.
Thank you. That's where I need you to be.
Hi.
This is
y'all like
this
my
is
Demon
the
Slayer
TV.
shirt?
I do.
Cute?
I've been checking it out.
It's cute.
Where you get that from?
Walmart actually be having like the graphic tee.
They do be coming through on the graphic.
And they be like,
did you see Zipporah and her Aaliyah graphic t-shirt?
No, when was this?
Oh my God. It was when I was sick because Larry got a dress for school. when she came in. I was like, yes.
I'm gonna have to go back on your feed. But so I kind of wanted to talk about that and just kind of something came up. I took a trip while we were out to Washington, and something came up in the conversation. I was talking to my boss, who is amazing,
and she listens.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah,
she ain't my boss, so
that's when I found out, and I was like, I be cussing on there. But she is. And I'm not just saying this because she might hear it, but she is awesome.
She's a really cool chick. Yeah.
She not only is she awesome, I look up to her a lot. Not only her, but there are other women in my office.
See, I don't know her on that level. I knew her before I started working here, so I knew her outside in a more social setting. But so I knew she was a really cool person and whatnot. But yeah,
so I don't know her as a human. Okay. So so we're coming from different ways. So I only know her.
I bartended at her wedding
professionally,
yeah.
And so I'm like, this lady, she's amazing. She's awesome. She's awesome. And we have an office full of amazing women. Mm-hmm. I definitely do look up to them because they're super professional. Everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody sees, you go in and you just see these people who not only just been in this place for a specific amount of time, but they've been in their field,
right? They know what they're talking about
for a specific amount of time, and they have the
expertise.
Papers. They have the papers to back it up.
Yeah,
and they have, like I said, they have the experience and stuff to back it up.
Yeah,
they've been in their field for quite some time.
Yeah,
which is admirable and awesome, and love to see it, especially Black women. Love to see it. So anyway, this kind of conversation kind of came up, and it's kind of like you remember when you were little and you run into your teacher in Walmart or something, seeing them doing a regular people thing,
right? And
you oh shoot, they're a person outside of school, what are you doing
in this banana section, Dr. Cash?
You gotta go get groceries too. I don't know, you just don't think about,
right?
People having, whatever. So it's as an adult, people are people or whatever, but you may not communicate with them on that type of level. And this wasn't necessarily that, but there was a discussion about you can do both. Who made this rule that you cannot like a certain thing while also being professional, or you cannot speak a certain way while also remaining professional, or you cannot like City Girls and listen to Erykah Badu? Y'all know I love Erykah Badu and Jill Scott. Y'all know I do. But I also like Lady London. I really do. I'll listen to things like that. I like anime. I also like blaxploitation movies. Now, it's a little bit more mainstream now as far as our culture, Black people are concerned. We've gotten a little bit more open-minded as far as anime and liking different types of music styles and things like that. And I think social media has helped because it allows you to connect with people who do like some of the same things that you like, and they're able to share. That it's people that look like us that cosplay. I did not know that. I didn't know that for the longest of time. You just think you're the only person or whatever. But the point is, do what you want to do and like what you want to like. Do what you want to do and like what you want to like. You know that you enjoying one type of thing doesn't kick you out of another thing. It doesn't eliminate you. For being able to participate in something else.
Does it also work when it's because I'll get this, okay, I just said I hadn't seen Don't Be Menace to Society while drinking, whatever. Me not seeing that kick me out of the black.
We're gonna take your black card because you ain't seen The Color Purple. We're gonna be surprised, but first of all, let's. I guess.
But I'm saying, can that work that way too?
Well. Here's the thing. Nobody can, as far as blackness and stuff is concerned, just being black, can't nobody take that away from you.
Yeah.
And I know we play all day about a black card. Right. And things about, if you're a Republican or, whatever. But no, nobody can take that away. Test it out and see if you're not going to get discriminated against because you haven't seen The Color Purple or Don't Be a Menace. Right. It don't work that way. You still black. No one can take that away. Now, people will do things because people will do things, and they will compartmentalize you and they will put you in boxes because they're people.
Yeah.
But the reality of it is the reality of it, and people don't make the reality.
Yeah.
So people may say, oh, Erin is unprofessional because she listens to the City Girls. This is a generalization. This is not true. But let's just say somebody said that.
Because I have all those beads in my hair.
Yeah, she got beads.
I wear hella beads in my hair.
She don't know what she's talking about because she got beads or whatever. Nobody has said this. I'm just... But people think like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes. And they will dismiss you. But that doesn't mean that it's true that you don't know what you're talking about. Because two things can be true at the same time. You can be super creatively expressive and also know what you're talking about. You can have piercings, stretched ears, and tattoos. And still know what you're talking about and be able to eloquently and successfully and effectively work in your field and know what you're talking about and do an amazing job. That doesn't stop anything. You know, you can do both. Yeah. You can be both. You can be both. You can be anything you want to be. Basically, I guess that's the conversation, is that you can do whatever it is you want to do, even if you feel like they conflict socially.
I'm sure there's other examples of this, but it reminds me of Sex and the City, when the girls went to California when Carrie's book was being turned into like a movie possibly, but Miranda...
the dude that was chewing the steak and spitting it out.
Yes.
I remember that.
Okay, so like, you know, Miranda is very New York. She's very just straightforward. She's just the lawyer. She's, you know, but she was like, why can't I be sexy? Like, here's this woman, like they're in California in the sex industry and stuff. And she's looking at all these women and she was like, well, why can't I be like that? And Samantha was like, just be like that. But they were looking at a woman in a sex store, I think. And the woman saw her looking at her and was just like, can I help you? And she was like, oh, I was just wondering what you do for a living or something. Like, the woman was dressed in, like, I say skimpy, but like it was a glittery back out, not much of a dress or whatever, like she's going partying later or whatever, but it was like the middle of the day in a sex shop or whatever. And the girl was like, oh, I'm a lawyer, and I'm not that there's a rinky dinky level of lawyering, but whatever she was like a high up,
like an executive or something.
Yeah, you know. And Marina was like, what? They were like,
who told
they were like, she's
you could
only
wear
flight
Navy
attendant.
suits? Because who told you that? Who told you that?
All right, that wraps up part 1. Come back for part 2 next week. Follow the podcast at ADaydreamersPodcast on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. You can find me, Erin, at Love Erin AD everywhere, including Flickr and Pinterest. And find K'Shana everywhere at KHD Studios and on her website at khdstudios.com. Leave us a 5-star review so that everyone will know how fabulous we are. Bye.